Hello to my Virgo Sun, Moon, Risings, or anybody with major Virgo placements. This is the reading for Virgo for 2023. So we're going to take the year, break it down a little bit. I'm also a Virgo Sun and Rising, so I'm curious to see what this reading will present for us, my fellow Virgos. So what we're going to do first is we're going to get a card from the Archetypes deck here. The Archetypes deck, this card being the overall theme for the year, the overall energy we're maybe working through, that is our challenge, what we're paying attention to. So that'll be our major theme for the year. And then we're going to get an Alchemy card from this deck here. And this card specifically is how the energy is changing and transforming through the year, how the energy we're moving through, the energy we're progressing through, maybe the energy we're learning, we're coming out of, or moving into. It changes from sign to sign and kind of what is relevant specifically for that specific zodiac sign. So we'll get those two major theme cards. We'll look at that as the overall picture, the overall spread, the big theme of the year. And then we'll break down the reading a little bit more of the Wild Unknown Tarot. We're going to get 4 cards, one for each quarter of the year. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So 4 cards total. Just to break down the year a little bit more, how this looks in a little bit of a smaller context versus the entire year, breaking it down a little bit into 3 months. And we'll get a clarifying card for each of those from the Animal Spirit deck for each quarter. And this can be advice for that particular quarter, or it clarifies the energy. It just kind of depends on how the reading progresses and how what the energy is involved with. So I'm very excited to get started now, Virgo. So let us pull our card from the Archetypes. These guys out of the way. Okay. Archetypes deck for Virgos, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, major Virgo placements, those watching today. What is the theme for Virgos for 2023? Theme for Virgos for 2023, please. Oh, thought about that one. Theme for Virgos for 2023, please. Okay, thank you. Bottom card on that one. Okay. Oh. That is not one I've seen before. Alethea? I think that's how you pronounce it. That is a very interesting card and one I have not seen out of this deck before, so very curious. Okay, we'll get these back in the box now, so that way they are contained, otherwise it gets a little messy. Let's get our Alchemy card now and see how this energy is changing and transforming. So, Alchemy deck for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, major Virgo placements, those watching this video, how is the energy changing and progressing and shifting for Virgos in 2023? What energy is changing and transforming for Virgos in 2023? Oh, thank you. Okay, summer. Sharp contrast there in terms of color off the bat, Virgo. Look at that. The green of the summer card and the tree there. And then our black and white of the Alethea card. Okay. There's the summer card. Beautiful color in there. I like the random dots we kind of have here. In this one, I'll have to see what direction this card actually faces by looking at the guidebook here, but these are our cards for Virgo here now for 2023. 2022, finishing up 2022 and going into 2023. So okay, let's get a little bit deeper, look a little bit closer, look at this energy now, Virgo, and see what this means for us. I'm including me in this one since I'm a Virgo Sun and Rising, and Jupiter and Venus too. I got a lot of Virgo placements, so Virgo tends to be my main one I look at. But let us see what this energy looks like for us in 2023. So my fellow Virgos, when looking at these energies, looking at this card, right, this is one of the cards towards the back of the deck specifically. And let's see, it looks like that. To me, it's like that. So for you, it has to be like that. Okay. So this is the direction the card actually sits at in the book. So a proper look at it, right? So Alethea Usually in the guidebook, there are a couple, like 2 or 3 keywords, usually like 3 keywords for each card. This one only had 1. And for Alethea, the one word was truth. Truth, truth, truth. So the energy of truth, what that means, right? What that means to you, speaking our truth, living in our truth, being in truth, right? There is a specific energy, a specific resonance for truth, what that feels like, how that interacts with us, how we interact with it. The book really talks about the resonance of truth, and when somebody is speaking truth, speaking from an energy of truth, it has a different feeling to it. We understand it in a different way. It feels different to us, right? And so speaking their truth, right? There is our personal truth, and then there is like universal truth, and then there is just the straight up truth, right? There is the basic facts, like exactly what happened, but everybody's perception is their own truth in regards to that situation, right? And then there's things that are more universally understood as truth, consistencies, at least for the most part, that we can hopefully all agree on. Varies a little bit person to person, of course, and everything, and there are others who don't maybe always fall into that energy in the way we would like them to, but there is something that we can almost always universally agree on as truth in some capacity, at least. Maybe we don't agree on everything, but we agree on majority or on certain things. But anyway, the concept of truth, right? We're really focusing on our truth in the year of 2023, what that means to us, living our truth, speaking our truth, being in our truth, and honoring that truth, right? Honoring ourselves, making sure we're in situations with people and others and relationships and jobs and careers and everything under the sun that can honor this truth, right? Honoring who we know we are at the core, what we mean, what we stand for, who we are, and who we want to be. And that's the energy that's going to be super important through 2023. And I'm really curious how this will break down in the quarterly reading here. But then we have summer energy here, right? And summer is fullness. Summer is not quite the autumn's the harvest, right? Autumn's where we reap everything we've sown and put in, take out the energy that we've been putting in for so long. But this is the overabundance of the energy, right? All the trees in full bloom, the fruits on the trees before they've been taken off the trees, everything in abundance and in fullness, right? Everything whole. And this energy of summer is a really interesting energy to look at it in terms of the full year, right? So summer is going to be an interesting time probably for us Virgos, just based on purely the fact that it's showing up seasonal wise as our main energy. So transformative energy, something maybe as big as transforming through summer for us. We'll see in the yearly breakdown, the quarterly breakdown here. The second and the third quarter energy is probably going to be very important for summer energy and for our year Virgo. But summer energy here, right? Thinking about the feelings of summer, that heat, that there's a specific feeling to summer when you really think about it, right? You go back to your youth, your childhood, those summer vacation when we're out of school, visiting the pool maybe, being out in nature, those like having so much light and time in our day. There's a very specific feeling and resonance to summer. So that energy is what we're working through and living through maybe through this year of 2023 as we're working on this concept of truth, right? Coming into a fullness of truth, living our truth, and then finally feeling full and whole within ourselves. Everything coming into full bloom finally as we're living this truth of the Alethea card here. So these energies do tie in really well, cleverly together here, where it's like, okay, yes, if we're living this truth, what truth actually means to us, speaking our truth, and we are in full bloom of ourselves. We are in this full summer energy and can finally live our lives and ourselves to the greatest extent possible that we've been maybe missing out on for a long time. So I'm curious to see how this breaks down now for us Virgo. So let's pull these cards up here and let's get into the yearly breakdown, quarterly breakdown. So first we'll get our cards from the Wild Unknown Tarot here. So Wild Unknown, please, for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, major Virgo placements, those watching today. What is the first quarter energy, January, February, March of the year for 2023 for Virgo? First quarter energy of 2023 for Virgos in regards to lithium and summer. First quarter energy, please. Thought about that one. First quarter energy for Virgos. Okay, thank you. Five of Pentacles. Okay. We'll see how that gets clarified, but that's a lack mindset or being challenged on. Okay, second quarter. Thank you. Okay, that is that? Oh, that's the Nine of Cups. Okay, Nine of Cups in the reverse as well. Okay, third quarter, please, for Virgos for 2023. Okay. That is the Two of Pentacles. Okay, liked that. Fourth quarter energy, please, for Virgos for 2023. October, November, December. Third quarter. Fourth quarter. Fourth quarter. Okay. That is our Mother of Cups. Okay. Okay, get that back in the box for now. And out of my way. So let's get clarification with our Animal Spirit deck. Okay, Animal Spirit deck for Virgos for 2023, please. And more information on the Five of Pentacles in the upright, please. More information on the Five of Pentacles. Bat. Okay. More information, please, for second quarter on the Nine of Cups into the reverse. Clarification or advice, whatever we need. More information, please, for the Nine of Cups in reverse. Thank you. Oh, nope, two. I just need one, please. Okay. I keep holding this deck. I keep holding this deck upside down. Just a random thing, Virgos. But okay, clarification, please. Nine of Cups in reverse. Raccoon and hawk. Definitely feel that raccoon energy, though. Things that have been hidden. Okay. Energy. More information about the Two of Pentacles, please. Thank you. Owl. And then more information on the Mother of Cups, please. Fourth quarter. Way too much. That's a water energy, though. You really want that one? No. Okay. Okay, we need to clear you. You are jumping too many cards here. Lots of possibilities, though, for the Mother of Cups. That's what that tells me. Okay. One card, please. More information on the Mother of Cups, whether that's advice or clarification, up to you, but more information on the Mother of Cups, please. There we go, thank you. The wolf. Okay. Let's clean up our spread a little bit here, Virgos. I know you are probably feeling it, same as me. Get my framing situated back for you. Okay, there we go. Much better looking. Okay, so my fellow Virgos, so in the first quarter here we have the Five of Pentacles clarified by the bat, so January, February, March. April, May, June, we have for our second quarter the Nine of Cups in the reverse clarified by Raccoon. Third quarter energy, July, August, September, we have the Two of Pentacles clarified by the Owl. And then our final quarter, we have for October, November, December, we have the Mother of Cups clarified by the Wolf. So good energies I'm seeing off the bat. I'm curious to see how this ties in with this concept of truth here and the summer energy. So let's get a little bit closer look at our first quarter here. In the first quarter of the year here, Virgo, with the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles in the upright position is talking about a poverty mindset, a lack mindset, disappointment and pain and struggle and strife, right? The original right-away imagery has these people outside of a church and they're in the cold and struggling, right? But the light of the church is right there. They're underneath the window there. They have help right available to them, but they just aren't seeing it because they're so caught up in their struggle, caught up in their pain and fear and hurt, right? And if they just turned around or paid attention, if they got themselves out of this mindset a little bit more, out of not so much wallowing or victim mentality, though it can go that way if we let it go too far. But if they're paying attention and really trying to discern energy, use their energy, really understand truth in a better, higher perspective, then they can get the help that they need and move through this energy, right? So we have the bat clarifying this energy, and that's this energy of death and rebirth, and the vision of the bat is much different than ours, right? The way they see things, the way they interact with their environment's way different than how we do as humans. That ability of echolocation and really being able to see, right? To a human, the dark is something maybe scary and fearful and that cold. A bat thrives in that environment though, right? A bat is used, that is the environment they like to be in, that they hunt in, that they are a part of. So being able to understand that environment in a new way, looking at things from a new perspective and coming into a new situation, right? Letting the old die and pass away. There's so much rebirth energy with the bat as well. That is one of the key words of the bat, is that death and rebirth process. But also what this means to me for the Aletheum card here. Aletheia card. Aletheia. I think I'll go with Aletheia for just continuous pronunciation. If somebody has pronunciation, please leave it down in the comments below. It won't help in this video, of course, but it'll be good for me to know for the future. But for this bad energy too, and this concept of truth, being able to see things in the dark, seeing things in ourselves in a deeper way, in a deeper manner that we didn't have before, right? So being able to hunt in the dark and find these areas of ourselves that have this lack mindset, this poverty mindset. Maybe it is in our career, our finances, right? With our pentacles here. Pentacles are being that earthly energy, the earth element here, that is our physical reality, our career, our money, our finances, what the pentacles represents. But being able to grow out of and change that poverty mindset, that is actually understanding the truth of the situation, right? The generational traumas that exist, potentially the generational energy that's passed down in how we think about our life and how we think about our relationships, because this poverty lack mindset can show up in many different ways in our life. So using this bat energy here to understand the actual truth of the situation, the actual truth of it, the wholeness that we do have in ourselves still, the amount of love and care and energy we can give ourselves, and no matter the lack of the actual situation, the reality of the situation, we can still be whole and full within ourselves, even if our physical reality maybe does not mirror that at the time. But if we can change our perspective, understand this basic truth about it, we can change up that whole situation here and move that energy in a different way, in a different manner, and really progress an energy here of learning and coming into this fullness as well, right? Understanding the situation in a new way, actually understanding the truth of the situation here. There's an opportunity in the first quarter here with the Five of Pentacles and the bat energy to understand a new truth about ourselves and understand a truth that we didn't know about before maybe, or we didn't understand as deeply, how deep that situation maybe goes. So there's an opportunity here to get a deeper understanding of that, learning more about it as we are progressing through the year here. And really just kind of looking at off the bat on this for us, Virgo, right? So the first half of the year has some difficulties, has some strife, has some challenges, but learning these lessons here that's taking place, coming into a new truth, a new energy, understanding truth, and coming into this fullness energy leads to a really good second half of the year here. You can even kind of see it based on color, right? If this half feels a little bit more muted, a little bit more down, versus there's a lot more kind of color and pop here in the second half of the year. So this first quarter energy it's challenging our lack mindset, challenging our poverty mindset, challenging the things that we perceive as truth that are just inherent truth. We are challenging those mindsets here with the bad energy, looking at things through a new lens, through a different perspective, letting things go into that death and rebirth process. So letting the old die away, and then new things can now birth and regrow, right? So think of that. This is winter energy, at least in the northern hemisphere, at the beginning of the year for January, February, March. And then this progression of the energy here, right? So if this is winter, then this is spring, this is summer energy, and then this goes into fall. And the way that energy progresses and moves, this is definitely winter energy of letting things die away, letting the old things die that no longer serve us as we make space for new things to grow. So we're clearing those old mindsets that no longer serve us. And that's a big one here, is this black mindset that is very present for us. So let's see now into the second quarter here. We have the Nine of Cups in the reverse, clarified by the raccoon. In the second quarter here, Virgo, right, with our Nine of Cups in the reverse and raccoon, there is another idea of what is truth to us, right? So the Nine of Cups, when it's in the upright, that is such a good energy. That's so much abundance and love and joy, and it's only trumped in this case by the Ten of Cups, which is the, like in the original right away, that's like the rainbow with the cups and the house and the kids and the husband and wife and all the, like, the dream, right, with like the white picket fence house and the 2.5 kids, blah, 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 all those pieces, right? Whatever that means to you, that concept, that fulfillment energy. And the Nine of Cups is pretty much that energy right there. We're getting at those last few little details situated and put all together before we've hit that completion energy. With the Nine of Cups in the reverse, though, coming in the reverse energy, we are looking at what we deem as worth in our life, making sure that we are paying attention to our inner worth and the things we've been working for, making sure that they are actually in line with who we really are, right? The raccoon is the masks we wear. It's a creative energy. It's that artist energy, that super creative energy, but the masks we wear in order how we're portraying ourselves, right? Are we wearing a certain mask, have a certain expectation of ourselves, have a certain expectation of our lives and how our lives should look? Because that is what we actually want, or is that what society expects of us? Is the mask we're wearing hindering us, or is it aiding us? Or should we be wearing a mask at all, right? The raccoon, the mask is what's over the eyes here. And the raccoon also works in the same kind of shadowy energy that the bat does. It's that nighttime energy, that shadow energy, the energy where we are, it's a little bit more sneaky, it's a little bit more calm, it's a little bit more subtle. The subtle energies here, both the bat and the raccoon, which is really interesting, but asking us to look at these deeper truths about ourselves, these deeper truths about our lives, right? What actually causes us to feel fulfilled in our life? What is this fullness here that we're actually looking at in the Nine of Cups energy? Are we just seeing, what do we define as successful, right? What do we define as happiness? What do we define as love and friendship? All these big words, right? What do we actually define them as? Is it the same definition that society has? Is that what resonates with us? Is that what is truth for us? Is what we're really asking here in the second quarter of the year of 2023, Virgos. Is the societal truth, or the truth that we are perceiving it, take a deeper look at what we define in our lives as our truths here, right? Or is this just a mask we wear? Is it the mask that society has us put on? Is it the mask that we need to put on in order to function in society, right? So Nine of Cups is really asking us in the reverse here to take all of these cups here, take all of them out, pour them out, take all of them, what's inside all of them, pour it out, make sure the cup is in good working order, in good condition. Is this the cup we want to use is this the cup we want to hold this energy, right? Is this the cup that we want to hold this energy of friendship, partnership, creativity, our careers, all those pieces, right? Making sure that all these cups are in good working order, or if it's the cup we actually want, how much is in this cup, and really looking at a deeper level of every aspect of our life for what is the truth here. What is the actual truth? So for us Virgo in 2023, this year is really, at least in the first half of the year, deep self-reflections, really deep energies, challenging our belief systems, challenging who we are, what we believe in, what we care about, and making sure that it's all aligned in the long run, making sure it all makes sense, that it pans out, that everything tracks, that is making sure that the energy here that is in place for us is the energy we want to keep using and keep progressing with as the year progresses, as we keep going forward in our lives, right? We're trying to bring everything to a state of fullness and to a wholeness, being full and whole within ourselves, right? And we can only do that by making sure that we have analyzed every nook and cranny. We can only do that when we make sure all these cups are in good working order, right? If the cup has a crack in it, it will never be full, right? We can't have a full cup that is leaking. If there's a crack in it, if there's a hole in it, if it just can't handle the amounts that we want to put into it, right? We can never reach the fullest of full potential, right? If the cup, we have more to pour into the cup and the cup can't handle it, right? So we need to change out that cup. We need to change out that cup and have a bigger cup so we can put more into it, have more as a whole. Ends with this concept of wholeness, right? As well, it's the energy of making sure we are giving from a place of flow, of overflow, of overabundance, right? We are not depleting our own energy, depleting our own fullness in order to help fulfill others. We are giving from our excess, not depleting our own energy, right? So we have the ability here to have even more to give if we change out some of these cups here. And we only do that by taking off the mask, changing our perceptions, changing the way we look at things. And maybe we do that by putting on a different mask. We put on a mask of abundance, an abundance mindset versus a lack mindset, right? We put on a new mask, a new perception, a new costume in that play, right? Or changing our costume from the beggar in the play to the king. And all of a sudden we have those riches and fulfilledness and abundance of energy and wealth and money and prospects and relationships and love, all those pieces, right? But we only do that by knowing the truth of the situation as a whole, right? Knowing that we have the ability to change things. This is the truth that we're seeking here and making sure. And then with this understanding of truth, we are working through this energy and making sure that we have the ability to really understand ourselves and understand what's maybe success means and how success is defined, what we want to define success at, and then therefore we can reach the goal of success because we've redefined it for ourselves in a way that is actually obtainable, in a way that is sustainable as well. Okay, so that's just an example of a specific energy in terms of like success, but this can apply to so many different areas of your life, Virgo. So moving into the third quarter energy here, we have the Two of Pentacles and the Owl. And really, this energy finally comes into balance, right? We learned these lessons. It's really interesting, the duality we have here, right? So with our Two of Pentacles here, the duality and the infinity, the rainbow here, matching the duality of our Aletheia card. Aletheia. I'm still just never going to pronounce it right, but the actually having balance here, actually finally bringing this energy all into balance and understanding the truth, the two sides of ourselves, right? The light and the shadow energy of ourselves, and being rewarded for it finally, being actually able to notice and have actual changes and treasures and value that comes out of it. This is that owl energy. Again, more discernment energy coming in here. The amount of perception energy here is crazy, Virgos, right? So the bat energy with it's like, okay, the way we see things is completely different. The way bat sees things completely different with echolocation here. The raccoon, the different masks that the raccoon wears to change out its situation, to perceive the situation in a new way. The strong eyes and discerning energy of the owl, right? The owl has some of the best eyesight in all the birds, right? Besides like hawks and eagles, owls have such a strong eyesight, so they can see things so clearly and understand the situation from a very high level perspective, like high level up here. Can see all the little pieces down here and all the little mice moving around as it's hunting its situation, right? And then we'll get into the wolf here, but that's a whole other type of energy of finding a path moving forward in a new way. But with our Two of Pentacles here, right, we're finally bringing things back into balance. We finally have this balance energy and a wholeness that comes about with it, right? With that balancing of it, balancing masculine and feminine, balancing the water and fire, that kind of energy here. So with the Two of Pentacles too, right? This is the movement of the wheel, the life wheel turning, like that kind of wheel of fortune, right? Moving forward through the situation and things progressing and changing too. But our owl energy here really also, at least in terms of the animal spirit guidebook, talks about a boon, a treasure, being gifted something, having a gift, having new energy and that new perspective here that really helps bring in everything into this fullness energy here, right? So looking just at the third quarter here for Virgo, for you, it's like, okay, there's a lot of prospects. There's going to be a lot of good opportunities coming in, definitely in financials potentially again, because we have our pentacles here, right? We had some struggle that was at the beginning of the year, but now as we've worked through these lessons, identified truth, maybe identified what success means to us with this Nine of Cups in the reverse, we bring this energy back into balance now finally, because we have a new understanding of truth, and with it being in balance brings a new wholeness to us, because we see things again through a different eye, a different lens, through a new perspective, and have gifts and offerings and abundance that comes in for us in lots of beautiful, beautiful ways here, my Virgos. So I'm super excited for the third quarter, right? Again, summer energy, right? This is at this point, so January, February, March, April, May, June. June is towards the end of June is when summer season actually starts, around June 21st, 22nd. That's when that summer solstice hits. And then July, August, September, this is summer energy here for us, right? Coming into fullness, coming into a fullness of energy. So for the summer. So it's no surprise here that this energy is showing up with our summer card, with the alchemy of the summer in the summer season here, specifically for the year, at least in terms of the northern hemisphere. But then we move into the last quarter of our year. So we have the Mother of Cups clarified by the Wolf. What it feels like we finish out the year with Virgo here is finally being able to like live this truth, right? We have an understanding of what our truths are, and being able to understand what wholeness is to us, but then actually being able to like live out this energy here in the last quarter, finally being able to be a part of this energy. Mother of Cups, really that energy of offering and giving and loving, and it's a mothering energy, whether or not you are a masculine or feminine, identify male as female, male or female, or something in between, or both, or neither, whatever it feels like for you. But it's a mothering energy, a nurturing energy, and being able to give that to others, representing us specifically in the tarot. It feels like here, Virgos and my fellow Virgos, I can't think of an energy almost more Virgo-esque than maybe the Mother of Cups here. There's maybe one of the other mother Queen cards that maybe is a little bit more similar to Virgo energy, but this is pretty close. And the Wolf energy as well, right? The Wolf energy, focusing on the pack and the health of the pack and taking care of the pack, taking care of the family. Wolves are very, very meticulous child rearing creatures, right? Like pup raising they're very caring creatures for raising their young, for the mothers raising their young, making sure they can hunt, taking care of them, the ways the communities are structured, right? They give a lot of care to their young, and that mothering energy is present in the wolf, just as it is with our Mother of Cups energy here, right? So with the lessons we've learned through the year, Virgo, right? Working through the lessons, redefining what success is, working out of a like lack mindset, finally bringing things back into balance, finally allows us to give from a place of fullness, give from a place of an abundance of energy, right? Remember how I was talking about analyzing all these cups here in the second quarter and making sure that the cups were big enough to hold everything, right? Well, finally, this Mother of Cups here has this overabundance of energy and this overflowing cup that just can give and give and give, with great service, by taking care of others with this wolf energy, finding that new way, taking care of your tribe, taking care of your chosen family, being able to live out this energy of fullness from the summer energy here, because we have a greater understanding of what our truth is, this Alethea energy. And it's honestly really, really exciting. I'm super excited to see how this energy actually pans out on the day-to-day in the day-to-day for us Virgos, because I know if when I'm done this reading myself, I look back over the quarter maybe once it's passed, and I look at the quarter as it's going to start and kind of get an idea of an expectation, but then see how this energy shows up in my day-to-day and my week-to-week and even month-to-month. And I'm like, okay, yep, that makes sense. I'm able to do that. I have this capacity. I have this ability now, right? So the lessons finally paying off here, it feels like, right? I don't know about other Virgos besides myself, but it's like there's been some struggle, right? There's been a lot of financial struggles for at least me personally as a Virgo. Maybe that's true for other Virgos as well, but finally being able to be like, okay, hey, we figured it out, we've got through it, and everything finally rebalances and comes to a head where I have the ability, and I'm saying me specifically in this case, and hopefully this is resonating with other Virgos as well, have the ability to finally give to others, give to my family, my loved ones in the way I've been wanting to for a really long time, right? Finally having things balanced and taken care of, and myself taken care of, so much so that I can finally take care of others, take care of my friends, take care of my family, take care of my parents, my siblings, my eventual kids when I have them, right? Taking care of my partner, my spouse, being able to give very freely and happily out of this Mother of Cups energy and this Wolf energy, right? Being that mother wolf that takes care of the pack, takes care of her cubs, takes care of her pups, being really, really important here. And we've only gotten to this point by really understanding ourselves at a deep level and living out of a space of wholeness, living out of a space of abundance instead of a space of lack. That was what the challenge was at the beginning of the year, right? And probably in the energy we're currently going through now at the end of 2022. So very strong energy here, and I'm super excited to get to this end energy here, but it only comes after learning the lessons, right? So knowing this ahead of time, knowing this energy that we're progressing with and working through shows that it does pay off, it does mean things, it does change things for us in the long run. And the lessons are worth it in the long run too, right? So being able to come at these lessons knowing these lessons are what we're dealing with allows us to work through them maybe potentially quicker or with a greater understanding, right? A really understanding truth at a deeper level. And that is the overall themes that we're looking at here, Virgo, for 2023. So a very beautiful spread overall. Challenging beginning of the year. It feels like first half of the year, some hard lessons we're learning. Not hard necessarily, but a big perspective change, right? To get to this ultimate truth here. Really looking at what truth means and living life from a place of wholeness. And getting that energy done and taken care of and those lessons learned allows for so much abundance and energy in the second half of the year, okay? So beautiful energy for us Virgos for 2023. I'm excited for it to happen. So hopefully this resonates with you. Hopefully it makes sense. If not, maybe there is more messages for you in some of your other signs. Maybe this is your moon sign, for example, and you need to look at your sun sign or vice versa. So whatever resonates for you, whatever makes sense, listen to your intuition on that. But I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you have a wonderful 2023. It looks really solid from here anyway. So hopefully it pans out for you in the day-to-day as well. But have a wonderful rest of your day, Virgos, and I'll see you next time. Bye.